Hello.
Hey, pal, what's going on?
Uh, you know, I go to answer the phone and say, it's time for the podcast. And Lex says, he can wait.
Oh, just now she said that?
I just said, I got to answer the phone. It's the podcast. She said, oh, he can wait.
I've been waiting. What are you talking about?
I think she meant that she doesn't like you and that
No,
I
I
shouldn't
know
be
it.
doing the podcast with
Well,
you.
both are true.
She said both are true.
Yeah, no one cares what she thinks. But honestly, this is your project here, not mine. So, any day you want to stop doing the Furlough files, we'll fill those slots with. Remember, I got all those temp guests lined up from the other week. They'll take your
You
spot.
don't have anybody lined up. Stop your nonsense.
Let me tell you that I think the Bobby Rogers show would be a big hit.
You think the Bobby Rogers show would be good?
I think it would be a huge hit until we got sued and cease and desisted to death, and but it would.
Or he would just, or it would turn into him just telling stories about me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It would be a huge hit. We wouldn't lose the audience at all. You know what I mean?
Right. We wouldn't. It would be. You may actually get more listeners.
Right.
As he buries me.
Right.
Oh my God! It's your twin. That's his twin. Holy crap! This guy is walking in front of my. I gotta take a picture of this guy. This is. Oh my God! It's so creepy. It's you. Oh my God!
Well,
This is the weirdest thing. I just took a picture. It's you. It's you. His beard is a little bigger, but that's you.
Are you
Holy
sh-
crap!
are you
Even
sh-
has the hair.
are you sure? Because I haven't shaved this. I haven't even trimmed this beard since like
His
December.
is longer. His is straight down longer, but it's you.
Oh.
There's your twin. So what do you got today, pal? Anything?
I don't bring anything to this show. This is your show. It's got your name on it.
No, he doesn't bring anything. You bring stuff when you want to bring stuff.
Well, I'll bring the only thing anyone cares about. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
is I saw that finally you and the great Billy Fives have started to interact on Facebook in a
I wouldn't say that was interacting. I would say that he was bullying me.
in a aggressive manner. I was about to say, and we talked, and you were like, "Man, I should really like." I think before that, you were like, "Man, I got to reach out and talk to him." So, have you talked to him, or are you letting this grow out of control still?
Listen, you don't know how many times in the last couple of days since we talked,
Yeah.
I have picked up my phone and started to message him and then didn't because I got nervous. I was like, I don't even know how to word it, what to say, how to say it, I never send the message.
Well, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to be like, this is a work, right? Or are you like, or are you trying
Of course
to,
I am.
or are you trying to like get out of it entirely? Because even if it's a work, you're taking a massive beating.
No, I will do it. I will do it.
Oh,
But-
commitment.
I will do it, but I want him to know that, like, I got kids to feed.
Well, I'm sure you have some sick days, you know. You're going to have to take some.
Yeah, this is going to be ugly. But I just want him to know that, I really don't hate him. He's not a bad guy. He's a great guy.
Wow.
Like,
Now, I didn't even have to quote you on this. He, who apparently listens to the podcast now,
yeah.
really quoted you on the last episode with all the fuck Billy Fives and I'm not afraid of Billy Fives. Billy Fives has it coming. He threw all those right back in your face.
I know. It was a joke. I was joking. Billy Fives, he is a great man, a great father. He is a amazing mentor. My wrestling dad.
You're really
You know,
you're really
I mean-
backtracking here, aren't you? You're doing the
Well, I mean, because I know this is gonna happen. Now I gotta bread the butter, or butter the bread, whatever you say. Because
you know which side
He-
if his bread is buttered or I don't know even know if
Well-
that's the right analogy.
I don't know either. But all I know is he got very aggressive online, and like it hasn't even happened yet, and he wants to kill me.
Well, listen, we all prepare for a match in our own way. Since Billy is naturally ready to get in a ring at any given moment,
Right.
he doesn't have to do the training. He just has to
No.
show up. He just has to get in the right mental state of mind.
But like, and here's the worst part. And then like, people are listening to the podcast. I'm getting. I thought I would get more people saying don't do it. Instead, I'm getting people who want to see this happen.
Everyone wants to see a good car crash. A good train wreck. This is
right. I thought it would be the other way around. I thought people would be like, "Hey, it's probably not a good idea." Instead, we're getting. Can't wait for this to happen. Like we got party buses. We got people coming from out of town. I mean. This is really this is not good. This is not good at all.
The funny thing is the way this is playing out. I feel this is going to be a common thread of discussion of at least a portion of all of our podcasts going forward until it happens. Right. That this might be a well watched event, like between people showing up to see it live, which there's nothing better than smelling the blood hit the floor and hearing the smacks and whatever, right. But hearing bones crunch and tendons snap. But online, I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of people watching the streaming too. We may have to see what the Vegas odds are on this.
Right. I don't. I really thought people were gonna tell me no, don't do it. Like, but people are like. This is going to be awesome. And I'm like, no, it's not going to be awesome. What are you talking about?
This shows people's true colors. Like, everyone's there to give their, like, armchair advice, their uninformed and uneducated advice on, like, things like your fitness and health and weight loss and stuff. But as soon as, like, there's some entertainment involved with it, they're all in. I mean, your health and well-being are out the window,
Well, and it's even like I thought people would be my health and well-being, but they're actually like, I didn't know I was this hated. Where people are like, they're like, oh, this will be really cool. You're gonna get your ass kicked. Like Billy won't kill you, but he'll kill you. And I'm like, no. We don't need this in our lives. Like, I mean, what are you talking about?
I feel like you're realizing the popular opinion is we do need this in our lives. And right. I guess you owe it to your fan base here to take a few foots in the head and ribs and thighs and wherever else they're gonna come from. They're gonna.
This. I mean, he got a little. Like, I wish we could screenshot that little Facebook interaction because he got aggressive.
I mean, we can. I'll post it. I'll post it on. He was
Instagram. super aggressive with me.
Yeah.
Right. And then I tried to make a joke by sending a funny GIF, and he was like, "It's not funny. I'm gonna kill you." Yeah. And I'm like, "Oh no!" I'm joking, and Billy Fives does not joke well.
Well, I feel like the time for jokes is over until this is resolved physically.
Right.
The time for jokes is over.
I went too far.
I mean, you went too far thinking you should have one more match. To be honest with you, but.
Okay.
But since old Rocky here has stuff in the basement, I guess we're gonna have to deal with that. You better just get it all. Like I'm gonna be Paulie right now and say, get it all out.
Here's the thing. First off, I got Blake telling me Blake's booking the angle. He's like, we could do this and then this. I go. He's like, you can come to the school, you'll do this, and then we'll do this, and we'll do a blow-off, and then I was like, I got one in me, buddy, not 12.
Oh, my God.
This is a one-time deal. This is one time.
Look at Blake trying to insert himself into this thing.
Right. Now, second thing, I bought a stationary bike that will be here on Friday, so I can start getting in shape for it.
You think that's going to help you run away from him faster?
I'm hoping I get some legs under me, because otherwise I'm screwed, pal.
Yeah, you don't want to be a stationary target.
No. Not at all.
Yeah. But just remember this. Sometimes a predator likes a little bit of a chase in his prey. You know what I mean? And
I think Billy, yes, he would enjoy that more than anything.
So when the rabbit's standing still, the wolf may not see him, but you start running. What is that noise?
Right.
What is going on?
I'm at Sam's Club.
Come on, man. You can't just sit for 5 minutes. You're killing me.
No. I'm at Sam's Club. But, I made another grave mistake today.
What?
Yesterday.
I mean, I feel like you're making them almost on a daily basis now.
Now, this one has to do with, this has nothing to do with wrestling or Billy Fives.
No, I'm just saying a mistake in general.
Right, in general. So this has to do with basketball. I made a video, a duet against Scott D. Henry. Scott D. Henry has 2.1 million followers. He's a big-time TikToker. I did a duet with a basketball. I did a layup and did a little dance. And then I tagged him and said he doesn't want any of this one-on-one. He not only responded, he followed me back today and responded and said when and where.
Where does he live?
In Utah, I believe.
Well, that's a jaunt. He might as well just come down for your ass kicking. He can play you one-on-one before the show in the parking lot.
Like we could just knock out two in one shot.
Just, I mean, take your beatings, like, right? I mean, like, get them all in at one time. Don't spread them out, you know?
We'll bring the hoop into the parking lot. We'll just knock out two birds with one stone.
We'll get one of those ones that you fill the base with sand, and you know, we'll just put it out there. It'll be like an 8 foot. It'll be like an 8 foot hoop. You guys will have your little TikTok game and whatever.
So I can get 2 ass whoopings in one day.
I mean, so here's the question.
Yeah.
Since you're a TikTok guy, is it worth flying out there, playing him a game, and flying back all in one day?
100% is worth it to go play this. He has 2.1 million followers.
So fucking challenge him for next week. Tell him to pick a court, and you'll meet him there.
So I have this bright idea because I don't make good choices. We know this, right?
Yeah.
I thought today, cool, I'm going to respond to him where I'm going to make a video where I hit a whole bunch of shots in a row, and I'm going to look at the camera, and I'm going to go, you don't want none. This is going to happen. I think we can have a one-on-one game.
I feel here if you want just a little bit of it, like just a tiny bit.
Right.
Since I now know you're taking Billy Five seriously, like everyone on this planet should. You're probably starting to with your little faux Peloton bike you ordered for $200 and whatever else is going on. That maybe you make that video and challenge it for like 2 weeks from now. So that you get a little bit of like, cardio in you, and and then but set the date. Tell them how about here, and you pick the court. I'll fly to you.
I would fly to him because I will tell you this. Not only that, doing that would probably boost me to like the next level of TikTok.
Well, and you get 2 weeks where you guys go back and forth, and you get the rub there. And then also, while you're out there, you could film a few more and get the rub. Maybe we give him some merch. Maybe he wears it again. Yada, yada. So, see, here's the businessman over here thinking.
Right. This is why I brought this up on air.
Well, if he followed you and he acknowledged your challenge, then go out there. Fuck it. Like, you got, one day, a Sunday. Just fly out, do it, and fly back all in one day.
I can do this.
Maybe
I got it in me.
Maybe schedule one food stop out there. We got anyone out there that we know?
We'll find something.
What's that? I mean, this is.
It's the fucking beeping. It's the beeping from the. You want to go tell them to stop? I'll go tell them to stop.
Well, why don't you walk away from the beeping?
I'm not even near it.
Yeah, well.
All right, let's go into the freezer, Lex, so that we don't hear the beeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you know what? You get the beeping.
It's not me.
If I got cars driving by,
it's everybody.
When you do it, when you had every day you had something last week.
No. Don't even confuse the two. All right. So what else you got? Since it seems like now you've got 2 impossible challenges on your plate.
2. Right.
Not even including the ass whooping I'm going to hand you on May 1st with this weight loss competition.
Oh, that's true, because I'm not doing good. I'm not.
Well, let's pretend I'm not either, and that I might have to start doing some training montages, if you will.
Yeah, I'm not doing good. I'll be honest with you. I'm struggling. I'm not losing weight. I'm staying keto. I just can't lose weight.
Well, that's why I set it for May 1st, because I knew we were going to dick around for a few weeks. So, like, we got a whole month now. We could take it seriously and still make a good effort out of it.
Well, and my bike comes when I come back from my little vacation, so I'll have 3 weeks with the bike. So, I think that'll help me kind of kick it into next year.
Well, see, I got bikes at the gym right here in my complex. I should get like a 3-day head start on you.
Yeah, but your problem is you'd have to get up and actually walk to the.
That's true. I'd get winded going downstairs
right,
and over one building to go work out.
You'd make it halfway down and turn around and go back up.
Yeah, but going up's harder than going down. So
This is true.
my
This is
momentum
true.
might just take me all the way down the stairs.
This is true. Well, I do have another bit of news that I saw you posted. You let the cat out of the bag a little bit, but
Oh, yeah.
maybe people didn't see it.
I'm sure most people didn't. I only posted as an Instagram story.
Right. So we are ranked number 64 in the Czech Republic in the comedy category.
In the comedy category. So
Right, in the Czech Republic.
they get us out there.
The Czech gets us. They
See,
get us.
I've always wanted to go out there because one of my favorite artists has a museum out there.
Really?
Yeah, Alphonse Mucha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alphonse Mucha.
Mucha. You would
I like that name.
you would know his work if you saw it. And
That the beacon's getting closer. I'm trying to get away
Right.
from it. He's following me.
the women are beautiful there. So
Yeah. Okay. So are we going to the Czech?
listen, if we can hold a top 100 ranking 3 weeks in a row, I will consider it.
Yeah, we were 64, which I thought was really cool. I got the message that said, "Hey, no, you guys were 64 in the Czech this round," and I was like, "Wow, that's a pretty solid number."
I'm already
solid.
Googling Google translating Breakfast Club to rework
In
the
Czech.
logo.
There's no way we'll find
To the Czech logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we'll say this. So we went a good month with not being in any rankings. I started to get nervous. I was nervous. I was like, we fell off.
I feel like whatever you're using might be a little janky. I'm not sure. Maybe it's
It's coming from Apple, so it's only Apple. It does not include Spotify.
oh.
Because for some reason, I don't know how to link the Spotify account. It won't let me do it.
Yeah,
But it'll let me link the Apple account. So this is only Apple. So in the Apple,
You probably
we're-
need to look a YouTube video up on how to do it. There's a how to do anything on YouTube these days. So
right. I just know that Apple users in the Czech Republic think that we are funny in the comedy category. That's it. That's a solid, pretty good.
yeah, I'm happy with
Yeah.
it. I'm happy with anyone.
Right.
Us being on any list, even if we're at the bottom.
Right. I mean, we're ahead of some pretty big names on there. So, Joe Rogan's like number one everywhere,
Yeah.
by the way. So
Even in the
know,
Czech Republic, huh?
Oh, Joe he is in every category. He's number one.
See, what's funny is when I'm looking at download sources on our
Right.
on my like where I host it all, so where it all
Right.
Apple's only 13% of our downloads. Spotify is 2.3, and Pandora's the biggest one at 20%. There's a
Wow.
there's a general others category that's 62%. But I mean, that's
So
got
what could that be?
it's got to be chopped up into a bunch of different things. Otherwise, it would,
Right.
if it was bigger than one of these smaller ones, it would be
Right,
listed
right.
as such. So Apple's not
Okay.
even the biggest; it's Pandora. I don't know
Wow.
if you
And I didn't even know you could listen to it on Pandora.
could.
It
It took a while. I
Right.
submitted it, and it like took 2 months.
Right. Okay.
So,
All right.
but we're there now.
All right. Well, yeah. I just I didn't know if anybody. I haven't checked. I know you posted it. I just wasn't sure if
You
anybody had
didn't
listened to it
check.
yet.
You didn't
check.
check.
See how, yeah. Boom.
Get
Check.
it? Haha.
The Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those countries
Yeah.
I feel like I hope they don't take offense to this. Probably has brand new money every couple of decades as
Right.
a new government comes in and
Right.
and kind of takes over and restructures everything.
Right. Yeah.
I
Well, I don't care. They're listening to the podcast. That's all
Right.
that matters.
yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, these guys funny. They're very funny. I don't know how they talk in the Czech, but that's what I assume.
I mean,
they
I
talk
think
like.
I feel like we just lost the 2 listeners that
The two.
that
All
got.
2 of them.
Well, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or
I don't-
they're laughing, thinking we are funny.
I don't
Like,
know what the
They think we're 2 jackasses.
I don't
like.
Yeah, I don't know what the listening pool is there to get us up ranked 64. If
Right,
there's
right.
if there's only 100 people even downloading podcasts,
Right.
or if it's 100 million. So
Right, but we'll take it. Whatever. Nobody needs to know.
Yeah.
It's all an illusion anyway, right?
I'm not sure what that means, but sure.
It's the old saying that Tito Santana told JoJo once. He said, "The people believe what you make them believe." Right.
Right.
So you make the people think that we're a top podcast in the Czech Republic. People are going to think we're somebody.
Well, we
right?
really blew that because we haven't had the curtain closed in quite a while on what goes on behind the scenes here.
This is true. This is true.
We're kind of an open book.
So another bit of news is I got two more things. One is we're coming up on the anniversary of the car video, that my first viral video that I stole from you as if it was mine.
You know what we're also coming up on?
What's that?
On my birthday.
Please, nobody celebrates that.
He said, "Shh, please, nobody celebrates that."
I do to
What else?
I do to celebrate that. I recycle extra items. That doesn't even make any sense.
No, I thought it was gonna be a shit joke actually. But.
We're coming up on Abandonment Monday.
Oh, it's true.
I don't know when we're gonna do our special Abandonment Monday podcast.
But you gotta have Blake on.
I mean, we don't have to. We could cycle in.
Someone's actually buying that thing.
Yeah.
Like. I mean, we could cycle in someone else who was involved or that was a witness.
Who are we cycling in?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's really the question.
Is there two things?
Man, tell her to shut the fuck up.
You
Seriously.
said shut up. Everybody's gonna hear you on the podcast. She doesn't
on.
care what you think.
I want to go eat.
She wants to go eat dinner.
Well, tell her as soon as if she stops interrupting, she'll get to eat sooner. This is how you parent.
Stop interrupting.
No.
You'll get to eat.
He can shut up.
So,
too.
okay, so she said you can shut up. This is great. You guys just want to have a podcast together because it would be hilarious. The two of you going back and forth.
I can't translate to stupid. Listen.
She's just looking at me with this really angry look.
I mean, remember there was remember what was the guy who used to work on Disco and Conan's show? That Kevin something?
Oh, he doesn't work there anymore?
No, they got rid of him a long time ago.
Why?
I think he fucked up or something. Maybe went into business for himself or something. I don't know what it was.
Kevin.
Right.
Well, he had
I can't
short
remember.
last name. His name was Short.
Yeah, Kevin Short. So we'll get Kevin Short on because he hung out with Jackie the whole rest of the day after we left him there. So he probably took an ear beating and knows all kinds of personal stuff about all of us.
Well, didn't he drive Jackie home or something?
No, but he took him to lunch and bought him lunch and just had him with him for a while. I think eventually they figured out the wallet situation or with his ID so he could get on a plane. So I think he ended up giving him a ride to the airport or something. I don't know.
Right, he drove him somewhere, if I remember.
Yeah. Well, because we had to check out, so he was homeless.
Right.
In Orlando.
Right.
So
Right.
But I mean,
yeah.
There's people, or we could get we could call a Luke, who also because Abandonment Monday there was a lot of fallout for months afterwards.
Right. With many people.
Right, including the other group, which was with Luke and Hurricane Helms and all those guys.
Right.
The guy that makes the shoes and whatever. So, I mean, there's people, or we could just do another group one, you, me, Marco, and Blake.
Right.
We'll have to figure that out. But that's the anniversary. I think that's our anniversary show. That's our WrestleMania is going to be Abandonment Monday.
I feel like we should have Blake on. I feel like you have to.
I mean, I'm fine with that. You were saying we have to have Blake on. I'm like, yes, but we might also want to include someone else. Maybe not this time, but maybe next time. I don't know.
Right. I think we should have Blake on. So I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to cost us dinner or something.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. Well, here's the beautiful thing, though. I think
What's that?
I think he might be willing to come over one night for WrestleMania.
Oh.
So
do we do it then?
I can have all three of us here and call you, and we can do the reunion show.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah. So let's plan on that, or we could do something live. That might be interesting.
Right.
I don't know, but maybe we'll just record it, and it'll be a special thing that we release that Monday. You know.
Right. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. All right. Well, so that just what I had two things. What was the one thing? I don't even remember. You made me forget now.
Well, you were on. You said we had the anniversary of your viral video, which was the one.
Oh, right.
Which was the one you stole from me. That I.
Right.
You know. I mean, in fairness, I had the video. You came up with the audio. Then I posted it, and then you reposted it, and because you have more followers, it kind of caught fire off of yours.
So I was on live last night telling everyone how it came about, and it was the year anniversary, and somebody had said, well, I said, well, Ben had the video, and then they said, oh, well, about the song. They asked about the song, and on live last night, I said, well, I was actually taking a shit and from the toilet bowl, and the song came up with an egg. I think it was an egg, and I said,
yeah,
oh
where
my
it was
God,
like frying,
the song.
and it yeah.
And I said, that's it. That's the song. And somebody was like, do all your ideas happen there? And Eric chimed in and said all his best ones.
That's where all the great moments of inspiration come from.
Right, come from the shitter. So
when else are you still and able to just really concentrate on a good idea? Any other time, there's more distractions. I mean, granted, when you have
distractions on toilet bowl.
I mean, imagine there was a lot more creativity before we had smartphones. Because then you were really sitting there thinking your best thoughts because there were
nothing else to do, right?
Unless you had a book in with you or something.
You were you were reading one of the magazines and that your mom had in the bathroom, like the home decor magazine or something.
Yeah,
one of those, flipping through the Victoria's Secret.
I always had, back before smartphones, I always had the problem where I got new comic books every week. And for a while there, I was just putting them on the tank of the toilet, the stack. And I was trying to pace myself to not read the comics before the week ran out so that I had something to read on the shitter. But I'd always just start reading them, one after the other. And then by let's say new comic books came out Wednesdays. By Sunday night, I had any other shits I had to take until Wednesday. I had nothing to read because I'd already read everything.
you recycle the same comic book.
I mean, you can't. I mean, it's not like I haven't flipped through a comic more than once, but it's not the same thing.
So, the second thing I wanted to talk about, which I feel like this has to be talked about on air, is the message I got on TikTok. Yeah. I read it to you. I think
forgot
that that needs to be discussed. No,
I forgot what it was already.
You already forgot.
Yeah, so much happens in my life. You
haven't left the house in 6 months. What are you talking about?
That's not true. Oh, by the way, before we get into your thing, just the funny thing from yesterday was, if we're speaking of 1 year anniversaries, and we're talking about the car video, and we're talking about Abandonment Monday coming up, it was also the 1 year anniversary, technically today, but it was the 1 year anniversary of the post from last year of the man in charge posting on my Facebook, new job starts tomorrow, new start, hashtag fresh start or something like that.
Fresh start, are you ready or something? It said, something to that. Yeah.
And by the way, Marco has agreed that we need to talk about all of that. So
groundbreaking news.
All that drama is eventually going to be spoken about. So now let's go back to your thing. I just wanted, while we were on anniversaries,
Right. Well, first off, I gotta say, I'm gonna put you over for a second. Don't let it get to your head, okay? Don't let it get to your head. I know the shirts that we sold recently.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of messages. Very happy with the extra gifts you've been putting in there, the stickers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing a good job with that. You're a solid packer. You are. You are. That's probably not the first time you heard that.
It is not. But you don't say that out loud on certain sections of the beach, if you know what I mean.
Right, yeah. Hollywood Beach,
Right.
Hallandale, you may want to walk down a little bit before you say that.
Right.
But all right, so I get a message, and I feel like I can talk about this. I don't even know the person's name. They don't have their user number 76735, whatever, blah blah blah.
8675309. Her name's probably Jenny.
Right, it's gonna be stuck in my head now. Anyway, I get a message, and the message says, "Hi there," with 4 exclamation points. This is going to come off as such an odd message, but are you located in North Carolina? I've been following your videos for a while, and I feel like you'd be the perfect match for my sister. She's 36 years old, a single mom of 2, lives in Apex, North Carolina, is a kindergarten teacher, and loves Harry Potter and animals. I don't usually play matchmaker for her. She'd kill me, but I just feel like you two have a lot in common. I should add, we're a mimosa family.
Can we pause?
Yes.
Did you make a post about mimosas recently?
I did. I made a post that make sure you marry a girl whose family drinks mimosas and doesn't run a 5K on the holidays.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Also, why does she think like being a Harry Potter fan is a selling point?
Right. I've never, ever watched Harry Potter. I've also never made any kind of reference to Harry Potter ever.
I mean, you don't watch any of that type of stuff. You've never seen a Star Wars movie.
Do I look like a Harry Potter fan?
You don't do any of that.
No. Right.
Lord of the Rings to you sounds like a fucking trip to get onion rings at Burger King. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Like, I don't know where that would even be. I would be a Harry Potter fan.
Right.
Second, we've talked about this before with animals. What are the rules of animals?
Okay.
Tell everybody the rules.
Rules of animals are really... If you got more than 2 dogs, it gets weird. But dogs are acceptable. Right. Cats are a non-starter. Birds, non-starter. If you got reptiles, don't even look in my direction. And and what was the other one? I forgot. But you can have as many fish as you fucking want.
Right. Fish are okay. Mm-hmm. The 2 most birds are like having a bird as a pet, I'm sorry if anybody out there has one, they're pointless. And they're disgusting.
I mean, a smart bird that talks and whatever can be cool. Right. I just have issues with things like if you look and like really analyze what I've done here, is every other animal I've listed, I mean, cats I just hate because I'm allergic to them, but every other animal is not trained to shit outside. You know what I mean? It's like if you have a bird on your shoulder too long, you're going to have shit on your shirt. If you have a cat, it shits in the house. It's in a box, but until you get up and scoop it and remove it from your house, there's piss and shit in your house. It's like, and I know, you can some cats are smart enough to train to shit in your toilet, etc.
Right.
Let's not do the outliers here. It's just like any of these other ones. It's just filthy. It's gross. And things like cats crawl on your every surface of your house. Like, at least dogs are like waist high level. They're not getting on your counters and your tables where you eat and prepare food after they just walk through their kitty litter that they just shit. You know what I mean? I feel like I did this.
And then reptiles.
Right. I mean, I feel like I reptiles take a bad rap from you and me just because we know Snake Master.
Right.
Yeah. And since that guy unfriended me and blocked me, fuck him. Anyone that's gone through that many reptiles and had so many die on them, and then they freeze them, hoping to stuff them one day. This is insanity. This is like...
I just don't like snakes. I hate snakes with a passion.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of snakes, but I wouldn't be afraid to grab an iguana off a tree or something. I mean, they got claws.
I'm not grabbing iguanas. You're out of your mind.
But I mean, we grew up. You and I grew up in South Florida, so we always had like those little lizards that don't exist anymore. The bigger lizards ate them all, but they
disappeared.
Those real thin, like 4-inch from nose to tail
Right.
lizards that
Lizards
you used
are
to
gone.
you used to find them like one would have like starved to death hanging onto your curtain, and you'd have like this like kind of like
Right.
mummified
Stuck in your window.
right.
Yeah.
And every now and then you'd get a snake in the house. Yeah, it would just happen.
Right.
But
Right.
generally you would hope it wasn't a big one. Like, did I tell that story on here or on the other podcast? I ever tell you the story of when I was living with Dan? The
Yes, you did tell that story.
the 2 to 3 foot black
You
snake.
told that story.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it fucking shit happens. It makes you not a fan of reptiles, that's for sure.
No, I'm not a fan of reptiles. Like, I honestly don't like reptiles.
I mean,
I just don't like them. I don't like snakes. I don't like alligators. I don't like fucking lizards. I don't like
no,
the
but
fucking monitors, iguanas,
I mean-
skinks, you name it.
yeah, I mean a turtle, maybe.
Fuck, what do you do to a fucking turtle?
I don't know. You look at it. You know,
You look at it.
I had another guy, a friend that when I lived at his house for a little while,
Right.
he was an old high school friend. He bought 2 of those big tortoises
Right.
that live.
Just let them walk around.
They were on his. He had like a townhouse, so he had like a screened-in patio in the back, and then a little
Right.
fenced-in yard. So we'd leave the patio open, the screen door open, and they could go either onto the little porch area or onto
Right.
the. It was all level, or into the grass. So they just lived out in those 2 areas, and he would feed them like carrots and cabbage and whatever the fuck else they eat. A lot of vegetables. But
No.
but there was so much shit all the time. At least they lived outside, but
Right.
there was always shit. You're hosing down
Yeah,
these giant, carrot-colored shits all the time.
Right. I just don't understand what you would do. You pet them? What do? You
I mean,
kill them? What do you do?
I
with
mean,
them?
you don't really. I mean, once they get
Yeah.
used to you, you could pet their heads and stuff, and they won't.
That's weird.
They won't.
It's weird.
Once they trust you, they won't. Protect themselves by going back in their shells, but because you're the hand that
Yeah.
feeds. But yeah, it was
That's
always
weird.
weird. Plus, again, you can't have that in your house. It's just gonna.
No.
It's gonna, disrespect your house.
No,
It's
I don't
like-
want reptiles. In
I
my
see
house.
people that have
They're
like a pet iguana walking around, and it's like, well, of course your whole house is tile because you're constantly cleaning up behind a fucking.
Like Lex wants a frog, and I'm like, what do you do with the frog? What do you do with that?
Just look at it.
You climb on your arms. I don't want a frog crawling on my. Like, get the hell out of here. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. No frog for me.
Yeah.
Arguing with me over a frog. She sent me a video, and she thinks that you should let frogs crawl up your body, and that's your pet. No, that's not your pet. Like, plus bacon would probably eat the frog. So
I mean, I think the only other exception we've said before, maybe I get confused what podcast I've said it on, but I might make an exception for a monkey because monkeys are cool and they can wear a diaper.
a monkey would be cool.
And they can wear a diaper.
Right, for sure.
But you still
I
got
agree with that.
but you still got like cleanup work. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like taking care of a baby.
I mean, my dog was the easiest because
Right.
all I had to do was walk him 3 times a day, and even
Right.
as fluffy as he was, if he had like the runs and it got a little rough in the back area, I would
Right.
just take him over to the side of the house and hose his ass down. I would literally just,
Right, it's so
I would just
easy.
pressure spray his butt clean.
And
It-
dogs really don't care. They just chill.
No, he
They're
sits,
just there.
he likes it. It's the outdoor bidet for him, you know?
Right. I mean, listen, if you could do it, you'd do it yourself, I'm sure.
Well, you can. You just buy a bidet.
That's true. I mean, outside.
Yeah. Who's to say that hasn't happened
Yeah.
once in a while?
True.
Yeah,
True.
cats are. So this girl's.
You're going to piss CJ off, by the way, with this cat thing.
I don't care because you can't argue my logic. My logic literally. Well, for me, my logic is I'm allergic to them, so they make me very ill.
Me too.
So
Yeah, me too.
whatever. And you can't argue the kitty litter thing and the walking all over things. There's no argument
right.
to that.
Yeah, cats make me sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
CJ can deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get a
Yeah.
message, but did it? Wait, I'm confused. Did she say what kind of pets her sister had, or just that she was an animal
No.
lover?
Just an animal. I don't even know where that came from.
So
I guess
here's.
because I have a dog.
I guess it's yeah. I mean, they're looking for anything. I guess here's
Right.
the thing. If she had dogs, she would have said dog lover. So that's why we
Right,
drew.
she's got other animals.
I think you and I drew the conclusion that there was something on the no-fly list just by calling her an animal lover and not a dog lover.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
Like something's fishy there. Yeah, right. I did write her back, and I said I don't live in North Carolina. I live in Atlanta. I do come to North Carolina a lot, and I said this is the best message I've ever gotten, and she did not respond.
Ah, well,
So
at least you let her down gently. Did she at least send you a picture of her sister? Or
nothing. I got nothing.
see, that's suspicious too. That's highly suspicious too. You got to get
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we may have. I mean, if our downloads are down by 1 next week, whatever. But I mean, you gotta send a photo. You gotta send a photo.
Agree. I don't think they listen, but we're good.
I mean, where are you gonna blind?
But-
You're not gonna go. You're not gonna. Who does blind dates anymore? That's not with
Right.
not with the invention of the internet and
Who
dating
dates in
apps.
general anymore?
Dating apps. Well, you know.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. Well, I just sat down at Logan's Roadhouse. I'm gonna order either a salad or a steak.
This is ridiculous. Are we ending another podcast because you're about to fucking eat?
We're at the 40-minute mark. I think we've gone far
Oh my
enough here.
god, is that?
Good. How are you?
This is ridiculous.
Can I get a water? Thanks.
Are you shitting me right now?
Well, I didn't want to ignore him when he was talking to me.
You should say, "Excuse me, I'm on a podcast. Can you come back in 5 minutes?"
Or I should have told him, have a seat. You want to get on the podcast?
Yeah.
We could have interviewed him.
This is ridiculous.
But I got
mean,
I got these steaks
is that-
looking at me.
I feel like you're now telling me you can only go 40 minutes without eating. I feel like you put down the food to do the podcast, and now you're ending the podcast to pick up the food again.
I haven't eaten today.
Thank
you.
But why? Like I feel like if we did this at 4,
No, we're gonna look. Yeah.
I feel like if we did this at 4 instead of 7, you'd still be ending it to eat.
You know
Lex is getting mad. The waiter's getting mad. He's like, "What's going on?" Lex is like, "Can you not?" And I'm over here looking at the pile high French dip, thinking, I mean, it's not gonna hurt if I eat that, but I'm not eating it.
I mean, do what you might as well. The end is near. You might as well get everything off your bucket list before Billy kills you.
No, I'm gonna get a steak. I'm gonna go for a sirloin, with a or a New York strip, and I'm gonna have some broccoli with no flavoring and a side salad.
That's a good idea. I mean, because you're not gonna be able to get a lot of steaks after he breaks your jaw. You're just not gonna be able to.
Right,
chew
I'm
them.
gonna be sipping through a straw.
You're gonna be having a lot of soup and ice cream.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go eat, and you can. We really do end every podcast with either food or somebody's gonna go to the bathroom.
I swear to God, and it hasn't been me lately. It's been exclusively you.
Mm-hmm.
This is
true.
This is pure chaos. All right.
All right.
Well, go enjoy. Sniff the bread. I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye. Bye.